It's sacrilege that this movie is apparently based on a well-known zombie arcade rail shooter, purely by tossing in footage of the game occasionally and having some names from the franchise. This is why video game movies have had such a hard time over the years. At least Sega got things right this year by doing a good Sonic movie. I'm ashamed that my name is anything similar to this entertainment company. This just feels like an R-rated version of the live-action Scooby-Doo movie, but instead of dog demons and possessed teenagers, we just have overpowered action zombies.
Hello? This is cell phone reception's for shit out here.
Of course it is. These guys are aware of the deathly threat that Isla del Muerte emanates, and have even been there before. The teenage group offers $300 for them to take them to the island. The fishermen responded with $600 until they saw that this group was going to this specific island. And then the fishermen said no amount of money in the world would convince them to go, until the guy says $1,000. You're gonna risk your life over an extra $400? Man, you must be desperate. And now you are willing to run away from the Coast Guard for just an extra $200? So you're willing to deal with evil spirits and the US government for only $1,200? And all of this is just to get to a rave? Because it's not a true horror movie unless teenagers are trying to be sexually active. Zombie Jaws only likes to make bubbles and give angles to see a woman's thighs without even attacking. Zombies here like to kidnap people instead of outright killing them on the spot. This is apparently the House of the Dead, even though its source material was literally a gigantic mansion from the Middle Ages. But I guess the budget only had enough for a rundown shack they stumbled upon while scouting for a locale. Because looking for your missing lover in a rundown abandoned house while yelling his name constantly is always the right idea. So they brought the boy here as bait without her really knowing where he was, and then Freddy Kruegered his chest to set up an ambush? Why would these zombies wait until she sees him before attacking? Wouldn't they have attacked her as soon as she got out of the water, or while she was in the water? Another jump cut with axe-wielding violent zombies from the game versus these zombies just sitting and staring at hot teenagers. They go to the rave at night. No one is around. The place is trashed, and they find a bloody shirt. And the two ditzy girls are like, yeah, we have the place all to ourselves. Girl, did you not just get on a boat with two weird-ass looking dudes to make it to this thing to be with other people? How are you not alarmed? Oh, the keg is full, so that makes up for no one being around. That would be like Brad Pitt getting on the airplane in World War Z, seeing no one in first class, but saying, hey, we got pretzels though, airline food, am I right? As usual, movie zombies are masters of stealth and wait for the alone person to get spooked a bit before attacking. You gotta love that these zombies left this sex room untouched with candles still lit. And also, good to know, Sega apparently endorses premarital sex with strangers and possible ecstasy. Stop it, Uwe Boll. Please stop it. The captain seems to have forgotten his weariness of the island and its evil spirits, and is just gonna light up a stogie and not give a damn. 2 out of 3 people say it's a bad idea to go into the abandoned house, but make a crack about ironically Scooby-Doo and go in anyways.
Didn't you ever watch Scooby-Doo?
They say someone must be home, and immediately open the door without knocking. These people were hiding in the house and didn't barricade the front door? So these zombies actively attacked a whole rave in broad daylight, but now are sneaking around and waiting for people to be alone before attacking at night? What?
A Romero movie, you know, like the Holy Trilogy, Night, Dawn, and Day. They say he's gonna make Twilight of the Dead one day, but I kinda doubt it.
Ah, the old days before Land of the Dead, when fans thought Romero would make Twilight of the Dead. -1 sin for having at least some zombie trivia credibility. And here we go, a double whammy of pointless transition cuts.
Hey, you guys, what is that?
That's a porta potty. You go poo-poo or pee-pee in it. Well, at least they stayed true to zombies one-shotting people, but God did that look corny. These zombies are suddenly slow-moving when they get on the boat, after we just saw them scurrying around the forest and running around at the rave. Are these specific zombies just waterlogged or something? All of these water zombies are taken down with one shot from a pistol, but the blonde zombie withstands a shot from a rifle? They decided to cross the bridge over boiling water as slowly as possible, knowing of the threat. But hey, we have to have that zombie attacking from beneath scene. Are there actually zombies chasing them? I see people running away and jump cuts of zombies screaming, but neither of the two are together in one shot. It just feels like they recorded people running and then said, hey, we'll record zombies later on. Where the hell did he pull out an assault rifle with a laser sight? And how the hell did he get up on the cliff and across the water without any damage? So two people are bitten, and everyone here knows what zombies are, yet they aren't alarmed at all about two bite victims? So this movie retconned the video game having Dr. Curian creating the zombies/clones after trying to save the life of his terminally ill son, and instead had a pissed off voodoo Spaniard set up shop on an island centuries ago. These two are not related in the slightest. This is actually worse than what Hollywood did to World War Z. If you want more information on the House of the Dead series, I will have a Why You Wouldn't Survive coming out later this week. Oh, and we are going to mimic Lord of the Rings, but with zombies? And now the zombies are suddenly super athletic and able to surround a survivor perfectly. Lucky this guy was smuggling one of each type of firearms under a bundle of cigars for some reason. Oh god. Good thing this horde of zombies waited to attack the group until after they got a bunch of weapons. It's not like they spent half the movie stalking them, waiting for a good moment to strike or anything. They are shooting their guns constantly without having to reload. Is this the closest thing we'll get to the arcade game, where they could just shoot off screen and instantly reload their clips and magazines? When you have your movie comparing the game to its scenes, it just shows how much you didn't care to actually play the game or pay attention before you made this into a feature film. The Asian chick suddenly has Matrix powers and SWAT team-like skills. 3 zombies jump right in front of her. She shoots her shotgun point blank and takes them all out? Wouldn't the center corpse take all of that shot and have the left and right zombies free to chow down? They compare the gigantic Headless Knight boss fight to this basic ass zombie chucking an axe into a Matrix shotgun jump. What the hell is this shit? Why didn't you give us the Headless Knight? Why are we getting this zombie just chucking an axe? House of the Dead has a huge variety of enemy types, from regular zombies to infected animals to gigantic abominations. This just has zombies throwing stuff, looking left to right like idiots, and jumping around. What the hell is going on, man? You can see zombies in the background that are just staring blankly, letting these badass fights go on. Y'all did not hesitate surrounding the defenseless guy earlier. What is preventing you from dogpiling from every direction on the person with a weapon? Well, would you look at that? The girl who kept just karate kicking them is getting dogpiled, and everyone is just gonna stare at her dying. Well, rest in peace. Holy crap, this scene is gonna give me a damn seizure. And this is supposed to be an apparent flashback that he has because he watches the Asian girl die? Why? Her first mate just walks up, does not attack, just glares at her without making a single move so she can say goodbye and pop him in the head? Oh, now they're gonna say the low on ammo? Why don't you just shoot off screen like you've been doing to reload? I like how all of these undead know where the survivors are, but half are just roaming around aimlessly in the shot. The zombies cleanly hack her legs off and give them time to get in the window and close it off. And she dies within less than a minute. His legs are fine. They didn't ask them a question, just a few minor bites.
Even if we get out of here unfinished, who's gonna be able to look me in the eyes with a face like this?
You got bit on the cheek and are afraid that you'll look like a freak because of it? Not concerned at all about becoming a zombie? You're just scared that you'll look like one. Kinda, but not really. It's just a bite mark on the face. That'll heal easily. And the zombies just give up once they are in the house. They don't try to break in from any windows or doors or any secret passageways that are probably in this house that they have lived in and or near for God knows how long. He looks at something under the microscope and suddenly becomes a Roanoke level biologist, saying it's unnatural but genius. Okay. You hear whistling and assume it's your partner. You unlock the door to go outside to confirm this and endanger everyone else. Why? His partner does not die after being shot in the head, yet other zombies died because they got shot in the stomach. And in a quick moment, Captain Kirk decides to kill himself with dynamite because his homosexual life partner is dead. Now that's romance, but it does screw everyone else over and blow the doors open. Dick move, dude. So we finally get to see something that is outside of a human zombie, and it's only for 1 second, just so we can discover that the blood reanimates the dead. And just like the video games, a convenient barrel of gunpowder can be shot to blow up groups of enemies. And this tunnel will also be the closest thing we get to what may be reminiscent of the game's set pieces. But again, not really. These moss-ridden camouflage zombies do not try to attack them until they have already passed. She says she's going to stay back to fight the zombies instead of running forward where there are none. Holy crap, they got Assassin's Creed in this? Oh, you know, because the skin of a dead body perfectly goes on your face like Tom Savini did your makeup. Have you seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It doesn't work that way. He somehow makes a blood mutation that lets him live forever and lets himself get hung to prove it. How did he get out, and why didn't the people around him at the time just lock him up, decapitate him, or burn his body? He overpowers 2 zombies that were letting him live, despite the last few people getting overwhelmed and killed instantly, and they get to escape the basement with the grenade they happen to find. It's now middle of the day, even though it was the dead of night less than 10 minutes ago. Because it's not a badass zombie movie based on an arcade shooter without a slow motion sword fight. You know, I can understand the hundreds of year old Spaniard being adept at swordplay, but not the chick with big old boobies. And look how easily he was decapitated here. I am surprised people of his time period didn't try that with him after a failed hanging. And the AMS from the House of the Dead franchise shows up after everyone is already dead and without any communications that this was going on. Wouldn't they have shown up well before this, since the immortal Spaniard has been doing this here for centuries?
You got a last name? Curian.
This guy is Curian? Curian is the mad scientist that started it all. What kind of retcon BS is this?
And now we go home. Me and Alicia, or whatever she is now.
Whatever Alicia is now? She only got stabbed. She isn't gonna turn. What are you going on about? You yourself saw that the blood is what makes a body reanimate. What are you going on about, dude?
Is this the end? Only the beginning.
No, because there's gonna be a trash sequel I have to eventually watch. Joy.
Wow.
Breathe. Like he's putting his finger in your butt.
Daddy, you've got to come see this. I found something.
Well, thought I'd try out my sea legs.
Well, you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dane.
Yes, I know that.
Science is a liar sometimes.
Oh boy.
This is going to hell in a handbasket real fast. Quit screwing around and help me.